Alright, it's been a while since I live streamed anything, and I tried to get the video, but the camera shut off in my pocket, and boy did I wish that I had got the entire conversation that just happened, because it was really something. So basically what happened is a few weeks ago, I'm not driving by the way, well, not a few weeks ago, I would say it was probably a day or two ago, 2 days ago, I went to Walmart and I was at the self-checkout. My babies were throwing a fuss. So the nice lady at self-checkout rang up my groceries for me so I could attend to the babies. And then I paid. And then I went to leave the store. Now, where the self-checkout is, it's in direct line with the exit. And my daughter was throwing such a fuss, you could see what was happening. I could see him looking over. Even after all that, as I'm leaving, he says, "I still need to see your receipt." Which really, ticked me off at the time, because, it was just more of like a, are you serious kind of a thing. You saw what happened over there. Anyway, I ended up showing the guy my receipt begrudgingly, and I left. So anyway, I constructed this letter, which I went into today. First went and said, I need whoever. Well, this is the letter that I wrote, all right, or the document that I wrote. The policy of the distributing party, Charles Boris, is willing to show financial records or documentation for his legal property for a fee of $5, accepted in cash only, that the signer is personally liable for, before any documentation is shown for said property. Upon completion of payment, documentation will immediately be shown. This policy can be circumvented only by withdrawing request to see the distributing party's financial records or documentation. By signing this document, you consent that you understand a receipt is a personal financial record. Further, no person, regardless of workplace policy, is legally permitted to demand documentation for anyone's legal property or papers as stated in the United States Bill of Rights without warrant. Financial records can only be distributed by consent of said party or by legal warrant. In addition, no such consent to seizure of my personal property or records exists outside of this document. By signing, you consent to the distributing party's policy for $5 cash-only fee to be paid in full upfront. By declining to sign, you consent to obey the United States Bill of Rights, Amendment 4, against unlawful seizures of property and papers. Basically, first I gave that to the people at the door, and they said, I can't sign anything, you got to go to a manager. So they got me a manager, and the manager told me that they do not have to abide by that. And I said, what do you mean you don't have to abide by that? You mean to tell me that the Bill of Rights and the amendments to the Constitution of the United States does not apply at Walmart? At Walmart, you do not have to obey the Bill of Rights. So in other words, if I legally purchase something, especially when everybody knows that I did and there's visual proof that I did, then that's my property. For you to try to stop me and make me prove that I paid it is an unlawful search and seizure of my property, and I don't consent to that. So anyway, basically what the assistant manager told me is that Walmart does not have to abide by the United States Bill of Rights. So I'm going to pursue this a little bit further. I really wish I had got the full video. I do have the short piece of video from the beginning from the first people I confronted, but somehow the video camera cut out when I was in the customer service line. So I'll slightly edit what I do have and post it when I get a chance, but just wanted to put that out there. At Walmart, they do not have, according to the manager of Walmart, they do not have to abide by the United States Constitution or the Bill of Rights. According to them, that only applies to United States officials. In other words, any other person, according to Walmart, is allowed to violate your rights. And according to them, it doesn't apply. It's only official. So there you go. That's the end.